What is going on, everybody? This is Jason, and today we're going to get a little design on. In 2017, I released the Pro Cable, which was very popular and very successful, and never really thought it needed an update or a re-release, but apparently it does. So today we remake the plate, and maybe we re-release it in Spencer's shop. So let's get to work here, huh? All right, just like usual, we're gonna do this in not Photoshop. I have that open. I'm sorry, SolidWorks. So let's go ahead and click this front plate here. Make that our normal here. Let's click Sketch. All right. Now, here's the thing. When I made the original Pro Cable, I modeled it right after the Nutric NA-USB-W. Why? Because it's a D-size connector, which is standard. And it made sure that I didn't have to get some custom rubber gaskets or any of that crap made. So we're going to do the same thing again today. What I've got over here on the side is Nutric's engineering drawing. Excuse me. Good Lord, it's a rough day already. And we're going to use that because it's going to give us some outer dimensions and stuff like that. So we're good to go. All right. Nothing creative or magical here on this, and maybe when I'm done, I'm just going to release these files for free. Why not? All right, so first we're going to draw this rectangle like that, because that's what the size of these things are, or that's the shape of them. So let's undo that. Now we look at our mechanical drawing over here, and it's 31 millimeters tall, so let's click this and go here. Boom, just like that. I got pretty close. Make that 31. Hit enter. And I'm going to click this one, and we know from the engineering drawing it's 26. So I click that, boom, done, 26 millimeters. We're 30 seconds in, and we already have the basic outline and shape. Awesome. All right, next thing we're going to want to do is zoom in. Let's undo these smart dimensions, and let's make some circles. We don't really care where we're placing these, because it doesn't matter quite yet. We need two of them, one in the upper left, one in the lower right, and that's going to be where the screws actually go through and mount into the case or whatever you're mounting this thing to. So let's go ahead and do a smart dimension here like that. And based on the drawing, we know these are 24 millimeters apart, so that should be 12 millimeters off center. And the same thing for this one here. And you'll notice I'm referencing everything off the center point because that's what we want. Okay, looking at the other side, we know that these are 19 millimeters apart, so we're going to click in the middle again and click here with our smart dimension, and then instead of doing math with a calculator, we'll just do 19 divided by 2, and it makes it 9.5 automatically for us. Very simple. We're going to do the same thing for this one, and just like that, we now have the right basic shape that we need for this. It's pretty simple so far. Yeah, let's go ahead and click on this fillet tool here. The engineering drawing doesn't really say how big the fillets are, but you can deduce that if it's 26 wide and 19, which is the middle part, if you take those and divide it by 2, or excuse me, subtract them, that's going to give you 7. So I think these are about 3.5 mil roundovers. So we're just going to put that over there in the fillet parameters, and then click that. But that's too big, so we probably actually want to make that 3.5 divided by 2. Let's hit enter. There we go. That looks a lot better. Just like that. Boom. It look familiar yet? Looks pretty good to me. All right. So that's the basic shape. Now the next shape we need, let me go ahead and switch to my full face cam here so you guys can see this. Look at this. Yeah, I still have a lot of these. This is going to be the part that we're putting in the middle here. This is the Pro Cable connector, and the reason that I designed mine originally with 2 plates was because I had the cables manufactured from one place, and it was much faster if they soldered everything for me instead of me doing it, because this would take a long time, and they are experts, and I am a mediocre solder person. So what we're going to do is we did the 2 plates, and we just slid the cable in and kind of sandwiched them together. It worked real well. No major complaints, but we're going to make it a little bit better, single piece. We're going to make it so it's a DIY friendly thing. So, because you actually want to install this connector and the wires through the plate to mount it properly. especially since we're going to make these out of anodized aluminum because no one wants to put plastic in their fight sticks. Okay, so really all we need to do is see if we can find an engineering drawing for this, or we can just use some calipers. Either way, both are good. Let's go back to the main display. You don't want to see my face that big. We want to go back to the engineering drawings and find those. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Let me copy this, paste this here, and just like that, you guys can see that this is the engineering drawing for the connector. You'll see on this side it's 12 mil, it looks like, and then it's got a M12 by 0.75 thread, which checks on this side. And then it looks like it's got 12 mils on the flats. And we'll double check all that. All right, back to work. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my calipers. It's very important. Put them like this, turn them on, and then hit the 0 button so you start with 0. Very important. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is check the circle, because that's the important one here first. I'm gonna do this. Make sure it's on the flats, or not the flats rather. And yeah, look, just like I kind of thought, it's about 11.7 mil. So if I make that a little bit bigger to 12, fits in nicely. Perfect. So we're gonna make a 12 mil hole right in the middle, and then like we're basically done. Super easy, right? So this is actually giving us the radius, so let's just do 6, and let's be smart about this and go here and just make sure we define it. So 12 mil hole, good. All right, now we want to measure the flats, because if we make some flats in here, then this thing won't rotate. That'll make it easier to tighten everything down. So let's go ahead and 0 this out again, and then locate the flats on the threads. Okay, measure that out, and it's like 11 mil. Good. So cool. What we're gonna do is go ahead and exit out of this, and then I'm gonna click this little square guy, and I'm gonna go like this. Boom. And I'm gonna take my smart dimension from the middle up to here. Oops, I'm not gonna do that. That didn't work. All right, let me do this. Let me delete this. Let me just delete all this. All right, so we'll do something a little bit different then. We're gonna go horizontal and midpoint, and I'm gonna just click this and go like this. Doesn't matter. Do another one up, whoops, like that, and I'll do another one. Do a midpoint line. We're gonna do it horizontal. We're gonna come up here and just draw it out like that. Good. Hit OK. Now I'm gonna take my smart dimension, go from the middle, click here. I'm gonna do 11 divided by 2. 5.5 makes sense. Do the same thing down here. All right, now what I can do, this is a real fun trick, is exit out of here. I'm gonna go to my trim entities. I'm gonna do power trim. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. That, and that. Cool. Hit OK. And exit the sketch. Look at that. Now we have a Pro Cable connector that will lock this in and keep everything nice and tight, if you will, which is exactly what we want. So let's just go back in and double check a couple things just to make sure we're good here. So we got 5.5 plus 5.5, that's 11. That's going to be the flats, and we're going to double check that again just one more time. Measure twice, cut once, right? Yep, 11, good. And then the overall circle's 12. Let's just double check the threads. Should be pretty straightforward. 11.8, 11.9, yep, 12, good. There you go. Hit OK, and that's our plate. Let's exit out of this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here. I'm going to just rename this. I'm going to call this Pro Cable case side. And then I'm going to come up here to my features. I'm going to extrude it. And let's double check our USB our Nutric one, and we know that it is 2 millimeters. So let's just take this and go 2. Boom, just like that. Hit OK. Voila, look at that. Now we have some depth. Let's go ahead and click here. Click on this guy. Now I'm going to come up here to my extruded, no, not that one, sorry. I'm going to click on my hole and go to advanced hole. And then I'm going to change my screw type down to a countersink. And then I'm going to make these for M4 screws. I don't know what hitboxes use, Ryan. I think probably similar. I use these on the Panzer since 2017. And then when I closed up shop, I sent all my stock over to Spencer, and he sold out. And I wasn't sure if we were needing to make more, but apparently we did because other people started making them. So I'm going to release these for free. At least the design, and you can get them made if you want, or maybe I'll get some made and have Spencer sell them again. We'll see. Okay, so over here I clicked on this countersink thing. It's an ANSI inch. We're going to just go with 440 screws. That's what we used before. It's a flathead screw. We're going to do, yeah, the 100 is fine. It's going to be a little bit loose, which is good. And number 4 is there, so we should be good to go. And then what we're going to do is click here. So that gives me a face. And then this is the trick that I know. It's weird. I'm going to hit OK. It's going to say you got to put a hole somewhere. And then I'm going to find the center and just click there. And then do the same here. And then hit OK. And voila. Look at that. Looks pretty good to me. There you go. There's a Pro cable connector. All we got to do is machine it out of aluminum and you're good to go, right? Let's see. What else should we do on this? Let's see. Do we want to put a little fancy fillet on it? No, that's dumb. We'll just let this sit proud, I guess. Yeah, why not? Because we've got, I'm just going to quick measure. On the sides, we've got 8 millimeters on 8 millimeters right here. So we got plenty of room for the screw and the washer to come up and lock into place. And why would we want to constrict it any more than we actually have to? Because that's silly. So just like that, we have this done. It's pretty straightforward, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. The let's see, what else we want to do? We can go right click on this. Let's see let's do some fun with Fireworks or SolidWorks. We're gonna configure this. Apparently I can't configure it because I got broken install. Let's see, properties. How do I set the material again? Oh, body properties? Maybe that's it. No, it doesn't matter. These things are gonna weigh like nothing anyways. So, having SolidWorks calculate out the weight seems silly to me. Okay, so we've got that all done. Countersunk screws, real good. We could send this off to machining right away and be good to go. So let's go ahead and save this. Oh, look at all that buy me a coffee stuff. In case you guys want to know, down in the link in the description, you can go to my buy me a coffee page, and I've got a whole heck of a lot of my stuff that I've previously made and designed, and I've posted up so you can also get them made. Yeah, because why not? Just like that, we're done. So I'm going to go ahead and call this stream good. It was nice and short today, huh? Like 15 minutes, super easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this, and I'm going to go ahead and upload it to my Buy Me a Coffee page, and then you guys can download it and do with whatever you want to it. It's up to you, as long as it's for non-commercial use. And then might as well get a run of these made in a couple of the different colors, throw them off to Spencer, and have him sell them on his website over on Etsy. So you can take a look at that. I think I've got a link to it in the in my Twitter page. So without anything else, that's what I got. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe next time we'll do another stream and do some more Plexi Cakes tops or something like that. So until next time, Jason, peace. real quick, post-stream correction. I didn't set the circles, the correct sizes here. So I went back and did that in my sketch. You can see I set it to 3.1. So there you guys go. Sorry, now we're done.